Hello Myrtle. So a bit of a foodie update, preppy tip for this winter here in the Southern Hemisphere. We're at Samhuinn, second day of Samhuinn. And then also the crazy times we're in globally, so being prepared ahead. So I'm going to combine a few things. So I had gotten to a really bad habit of not drinking enough water. And as a former athlete and coach and dietitian, it's a big no-no, and it's a habit that I never had in my life, not drinking enough, but yeah, well, it snuck up on me. Sometimes I think too, you can be so good that it's kind of a protest. I'm sick of the regime that I given myself. But anyway, I'm back on track. So one of the things as a herbalist is when it comes to tinctures and using herbs, it's not about the little bits and doses you consume, once a day. It's better to make a concoction like this, or a whole litre, and to fill it twice a day to get every bit of property out of those herbs. And you know what? If you've drunk 2 of these in a day, a 1 litre plunger, there's 2 litres of water. And the tea is not diuretic. So if it's a herbal tea that's not diuretic, you're actually contributing to your water intake, because it's basically water with a little bit of herb, isn't it? I have this 1 litre mug, which also makes the pursuit a lot easier. So literally from plunger to mug, 1 litre, 1 litre. A bit of a workout lifting the mug, but it's good. It means I sit down or I stand and get a good amount of fluid into me. So this is how I've got my water intake back. Another thing I do is I like to have, so there's a lag on my camera for some reason, I like to have a plate out at all times with coasters to cover my cups just in case there's anything flying about. But I always have a bottle of water out for the day, and I have that on that plate. And I also tend to put my coffee cup in there too, just so it's all curated into one plate opposed to a big tray. And I'll have my wooden spoon there or something like that. So just have like an area where you designate where you have your hydration, and that will help you quite a bit. Especially when you've got a lot to do. It's very easy to neglect your health and to not hydrate yourself. So just create a couple little things, or tweaks into your routine that will help you get that habit back. And yes, it takes about 3 months to establish a habit that you don't have to think about or destroy it. So another thing I like to do, and look, I think the most underrated vegetable or green is sprouted seeds. And these are mung beans, literally a tablespoon per tray. This is day 3. By day 5, they'll be full of green leafy sprouts. And what I like to do is have 2 going. Once one's really nice and fully green, I will put that into a glass storage container in the fridge. And then I'll start the process for another batch again. Once I go through what's in the fridge, I'm ready to consume the other one, and then, have a cycle going if you like. But I mean, just having a couple of big handfuls of sprouted greens, mung beans, that is quite a bit. If you don't eat any veg in the day, you run out of time or what have you, there's a little bit of protein too. I think that's just, for me, that's one of my insurances that I have for myself, that I eat my greens. Especially when I don't have all my greenhouses flourishing yet. So whilst we're here on the foodie track, I finally got my pasta machine. I also am going to use this to do pastry as well. I like making pies, lentil pies, vegan shepherd's pies as well. And so I like to use this to get the pastry nice and flat. Lasagna, fettuccine, spaghetti, and with high egg yield. The thing is, my ducks eat their own eggs, especially the girls. They need that protein. They also eat the shells. So my ducks also like to have pasta on a daily basis as their treat. And just in case in the future we have a shortage, basically I can, make some spaghetti for them and myself in the evening at least, so they get the treat at night, because they really expect it at night. They ain't happy campers if they come out the bath, go to bed, and they don't have pasta treats in their little water troughs. There's like hell to pay. Then also cookie cutters. I love cookie cutters. So I've got some farm animals. I've got my hearts. Got some carrots. I've got the duckies and eggs. Got some flowers and a butterfly. I've got Yuletide gingerbread men. I've got Samhuinn pumpkins, which reminds me I want to do a giant pumpkin jack. I've got rabbits. I've got stars. I've got summer palm trees and pineapples. There's some muslin in here, and this is actually one of my cutters for pie pastries, because I do have a couple of toasty machines that actually make pies as well, which is handy. If your oven's out, you can just plug it into the wall. I recommend cookies, and having an array of cookie cutters makes it fun. Now, not just because cookies are yummy, but you can make them medicinal. So I actually like to use cookies as a way to get Ayurvedic herbs into me, but I also like making cookies for my animals. So my two chickens, my two Wookiees, Bridget and Buffy, they love a spicy Ayurvedic oatmeal cookie that I make for them. My ducks love nutritional yeast, so I'm actually going to make them like animal crackers and see how we go, play around with it. Also, my cats love cookies and they love nutritional yeast. So when I have cookies, they want a bit of mine. So instead of giving them something with sugar, I want to give them something that's a little bit better for them and with some medicinal properties as well that is suited for them, especially at different times of the year or different seasons. So yeah, big fan of cookies. Cookies for you, or I should say cookies for me, cookies for my ducks, cookies for my chooks, cookies for my cats. And I use it as a way of not just having something nice, but also a way of administering medicine. But anyway, if you don't have a little pasta machine, I recommend getting one. And without further ado, also slowly getting a little bit of extra flour here and there and storing it away well, just in case the shelves run dry. I've got basically 2 months supply of pasta, not just for me, but also my ducks. They go through 2 or 3 packets a day. Growing puppies, they're always hungry. They got green, but they like their pasta, and I'm in trouble if I don't give it to them. So anyway, fluid intake, sprouting your greens, and having cookies to make the medicine go down, not just for you, but also for your critters. And I've just got picture frame hooks inside my cupboard door to have them nice, and I don't want a big container full of cookie cutters, which is what I had before, because you need to find everything. I like everything grouped and then put accordingly. But that's it from me and the foodie post that I wanted to upload today in regards to prepping. Blessed be and Merry Pies.